For Pentagon in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, as the Sioux Falls Skyforce and Rio Grande Valley will do battle on Heritage Court. Dane Danger will be the starting center for the Skyforce. Dennis Smith Jr. gets his first start for the Sioux Falls Skyforce. And we'll also see a lot of Josh Christopher tonight for the Force. Skyforce with the 11-11 record, facing the Rio Grande Valley Vipers, who have been on a streak. They are 13-6. Deshaun Nix, one of the spark plugs for the offensive effort for the Vipers in the backcourt. Also a great defender. Tristan Newton, also one of those great defenders. But in the middle, you may have the neutralization of F.A. Abagidi and Dane Danger. Those two will jump it at center circle. My name is Dan Peters, and along with Carter Biggs and Bix and Nix and the Mix. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. We got there eventually. Huh?
I know it. Might as well flip all the switches.
Yeah.
See which one comes on. We're underway here at the Sanford Pentagon. The Vipers will start with possession. And one of the things we were kind of wondering about is who's going to be guarding Deshaun Nix, and it looks like it's Bez Mbang for the Skyforce. And Tristan Newton, he's on the two-way contract with the Houston Rockets and the Vipers. And his first attempt does not hit the rim. And the Skyforce will look to get one up, try to do one better than the Vipers. Well, they got the shot. We're still scoreless. And we've got a sideline violation, as F.A. Abagidi was on the line. Cameron Matthews, John Knight III, F.A. Abagidi, Tristan Newton, Deshaun Nix are the the Valley Vipers starters. Sioux Falls Skyforce. We mentioned Christopher and Smith and Danger, Steve Settle III, and Bez Mbang are the five on the floor to start for the Force. Smith gives to Christopher. He gets in the lane. And the nice seal on the rebound for John Knight III. He'll take it all the way, and Dane Danger will send it away.
Try to get in the danger zone early tonight.
Danger has got a block a game, and that's one of the things that the Skyforce have improved upon over the course of the season. Up to number 4 in the league in blocks.
It's always good to be top 5.
Well, the lob attempt no good. Deshaun Nix. Ooh. And the Skyforce with the save. And Christopher Bez Mbang, the hesitation, the kick out, the 3. And the Skyforce break the scoring column first. Steve Settle coming in. He is averaging just 7 points a game, but averaging 32% from the outside. Now officially 33%. That's 33 of 100 in his shots taken from the outside. And the ball goes off of Deshaun Nix. It glanced off his leg out of bounds. And Josh Christopher again with the deflection. And of course, you have Joseph Blair, the head coach of the Rio Grande Valley Vipers, exhorting his team and trying to get them in the right defensive set. Well, Steve Settle into the lane. He'll go to the line. He'll shoot 1 for 2. Steve Settle out of Temple, 76% from the free throw line in his time, in his rookie season with the Skyforce.
At the line, 1 for 2, Steve Settle.
Sioux Falls Skyforce with their 11-11 record, coming off of 2 losses against the Oklahoma City Blue on the road prior to the All-Star break.
First of all, it's coming in overtime.
Yep, the target score was reached first by the Blue. A 3, and we're tied. As Cameron Matthews out of Mississippi State hits one from the outside. He averages just under 30%. Tristan Newton called for the foul. He was claiming that he was caught in the chops.
Couldn't tell if it was a flop or actual hit.
No.
Ref's going to go with
Dennis
the
Smith
foul.
will send it in. Just under 2 minutes gone by. And we've got a push on Nix. So you've got 3 fouls committed against the Vipers. Skyforce have yet to commit a foul. So it looks like it's some of those post All-Star game, I guess, not really jitters, but it's probably a little clunkiness to start.
Knocking the rust off.
Bez Mbeng gets the offensive board. Christopher for 3. And the Skyforce have hit from the outside again. Deshaun Nix, they will say before the shot attempt. And Dane Danger called for the foul.
For the shot. Danger's first, team foul number 1, Skyforce side out.
Yep, so there was plenty of body contact. The chest of Danger into the shoulder of Nix. Nix gets around the corner. He'll get in and float it up in amongst the defensive presence of Dane Danger.
It was an interesting release. Kind of floated in the air for a bit.
Just a level of artistry that Deshaun Nix can provide. 3 from the top, no good. And again, no two-way contract players for Sioux Falls. We'll get to those details as the Skyforce and the Miami Heat doing a little bit of trading places. Myron Gardner getting a standard contract. Trevor Keels moving up the two-way ladder. Free throw line jumper. A little off on the rhythm for Josh Christopher. Well, Nick's directing traffic. He wants someone to cut. And the right man finally did cut so that Tristan Newton can operate. There's reach or there's body. From the back, from the front side, it's Christopher on the reach. They'll actually call it a hook. So it's Tristan Newton on his way to the basket. Josh Christopher on the prevention.
A lot of fouls to start this game.
Yeah, and the Skyforce with 9 players at their disposal. The Rio Grande Valley Vipers, I believe they got 10 players available tonight. Gabe Madsen getting an early entry. Usually he's been getting the starting nod. Christopher fell to the deck and Abogidi fell on the top of him. Christopher left it off with the right hand, or actually left hand, but then Bez Mbeng finished it.
There's one way to get open for Christopher.
Cameron Matthews, deflection off of Knight, out of bounds. Skyforce forcing some turnovers early. Oh, I don't think Christopher touched it. I think that was just a misfire on the pass. Madsen for 3. Nix, he'll look to go medium instead of long on the outlet. Alex Fudge deflecting the pass out of bounds. And it also looks like, Carter, that the Skyforce are kind of going early in their substitutions.
Yes.
In this contest, getting Fudge and Madsen off the bench early.
I was interested to see how it was going to play out. We talked earlier in the game, and Madsen, and Bang, Fudge, and Settle are going to be the key contributors for them.
And one.
And just to see where this game might go, they're going to be focal points. Obviously, Josh Christopher is probably going to be the go-to scorer every time he's gotten the ball. He's shot it within like 2 seconds tonight, so it seems. But those are going to be the key contributors with no two-way players down for the Skyforce tonight.
Yeah, and you look at the volume shooting, you got Christopher with 5 attempts already and Tristan Newton with 4 for the Vipers. Newton at the free throw line was with the Iowa Wolves earlier this season until getting a two-way contract with the Rio Grande Valley Vipers. And he gets the three-point play. And the Vipers get a 2-point lead. That was knocked out of Madsen's hands. Madsen, former member of the Utah Utes. Rio Grande Valley is not substituted yet, so the Skyforce with Fudge and Madsen off the bench getting some early run. Madsen turns the corner, stops in the lane. He tries a series of moves to put Abogidi on skates, and it goes out of bounds.
The beauty of the pivot.
Oh, man. I always think of Kevin McHale. That's the basketball pivot that I remember. Tristan Newton working on Steve Settle. Settle with the recovery. Bez Mbang, he's got Fudge running with him. Fudge! Well, that's the element of effort that Alex Fudge brings to the Sioux Falls lineup when he comes off the bench.
Especially off that fast break. He is a weapon.
Fudge will kick out. Madsen, 3. And that was a rattler. Back and forth battle early on here at the Sanford Pentagon. Looks like Bez will pick up a little bit. Cause the Vipers to work to get to midcourt. Newton and Nix working perimeter. Called for steps as Deshaun Nix got a timeout on the court. Skyforce, 13-10 lead. Neither team with more than a 3-point lead in this contest. As Settle sets up Mbang to Fudge as we head to the timeout on the NBA G League Network. Going to do some more battle here at the Sanford Pentagon as the Skyforce lead it by 3. And some of the things that we've seen early on, both teams struggling shooting. It's going to be who's going to be the offensive spark plug for these guys. Will RGV be able to pound it inside and get a full team effort? And the Skyforce try to get that new rhythm with the no two-way players and play a full 48 minutes.
Yeah, I think the real game is about to start here. Rio Grande Valley has just made their first substitution of the game, and for the Skyforce, this game is going to be all about substitutions. So we'll see how it plays out for them here.
We have not mentioned our officials yet in this contest. Ken Jones is the crew chief. The referee is Cameron Gelinas, and Carlos Peralta is the umpire for tonight's ball game. They are not going to put up with any skullduggery or flim-flammery. Tried to guide that one home as Alex Fudge. RGV, chance to tie or cut it to 1. Deshaun Nix cut it to 1. Deshaun Nix, he knows how to use his body to be able to give himself space.
All-around playmaker.
A straight line drive for Bez Mbang. The kick to the corner. Christopher, 3. Second 3 of the ball game. The Skyforce, I think this is the first time tonight that we've had a more than one possession lead. Largest lead of the game at 4. Cameron Matthews gets all the way to the rack.
It looks like Christopher has the green light tonight. He's already shot it 6 times.
Stevie Mitchell off the bench along with Tyler Smith in the lineup for the Vipers. Another 3, and the rebound to the Vipers. Rebounding battle is pretty even so far. 3 from the corner. That one grazes the iron. Bezembeng on a hop. Skyforce will re-rack it, try to get some secondary action. Gabe Madsen sees the rim, and he gets it. Gabe Madsen off the bench with 5 points. Josh Christopher leading Sioux Falls with 6. Pair of 5-point scorers for the Vipers in Matthews and Newton. Mitchell trying to work, and it's tapped by Fudge into backcourt. So off the deflection, Vipers still have it. Another deflection for Fudge. Stevie Mitchell unable to get around Madsen. Bezembeng being caught up by Nix. Nix is an excellent defender. And they tried to feed Fudge off of Bezembeng. And the seal on the rebound, Tyler Smith. Fist in the air for the next play, says Knight. Nix for 3. Quick trigger for Dacian Nix. Nix has 4 points early on. Josh Christopher twisting his way into the lane. He will get a free throw. 3:35 to go first quarter. And again, a lot of tough as nails action out there tonight, Carter.
Yes, certainly so. Getting after it. It seems like the Skyforce want to play with a lot of pace. The Vipers want to slow it down a bit.
Well, and I think the officials have recognized that, and they've allowed the teams to kind of try to get a rhythm going, just even with the physical contact.
Started off with a couple fouls straight away, and then they've let them play for the most part since then.
Josh Christopher, free throw line out of Arizona State. His 3rd season with the Skyforce. Skyforce blanks so far at the free throw line. Vipers are 2 of 2 from the stripe. Cam Carter is checked on for Sioux Falls. He'll draw the assignment with Nix. And Nix says, "It's mine."
There's that aerial artistry we were talking about earlier.
Cam Carter got a whistle and some activity. Not quite to the break yet, but that will be the 5th team foul on Rio Grande Valley. That'll put Sioux Falls to the line. It's the penalty. Josh Christopher will have a seat, and we'll get the new guy, Riley Grigsby. He is a former member of the Santa Cruz Warriors earlier this season. Skyforce picked him up after the 2-way contract deal. And the Skyforce 0 of 3 from the stripe.
Looks like we got a flat tire. Lost a shoe.
We go to Stevie Mitchell. He'll send it out. It's a 3, and that one wayward from Caleb McConnell. So he is a new entry onto the court for the Vipers. 3 from the corner. Gabe Madsen gets it done. He's the leading scorer amongst all players in the game. They will not take a break for that whistle. That was something non-player related, non-game related. So that's just a stoppage in play, and they'll just reset it. So Smith will start the progression. Nix finds an open man in the corner. Stevie Mitchell in and out. Nix on the weak side puts it in.
Doing it all.
We're going to find out if there's anything that Dacian Nix can't do. Into the lane, Alex Fudge goes with the loop. Ball knocked out of bounds. Timeout on the court as the Skyforce lead it by 3. 2:06 remaining in the first quarter. Back in a moment. From Sanford, Pentagon, Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
Once upon a time, there was a sad little dog that smelled funny. No one will play with me. Suddenly, the grooming fairy appeared. You look a lot like the big friendly guy. And the sad little dog was instantly transformed into a happy little dog that smelled better. And all the pet lovers who saw this ad on TV brought their dogs to Mini Critters for grooming, and everyone lived happily ever after.
Three-point game as the Vipers and Skyforce, second of two games that we've played between these two teams this season. I'm Dan Peters along with Carter Mix. And Carter, we've kind of seen these two teams already this season, and it was a little bit more of a back and forth affair in this contest, and we're seeing it again.
Yes. It's very interesting what the Skyforce have to cook up with not having the ability to count on those two-way players, and they're doing it right now.
So far, and of course, they've done it defensively to be able to hold them to 37% shooting.
Dave Madsen being 2 of 3 from 3 and 3 of 5 from the field, along with 0 turnovers, certainly helped.
And there's a turnover for the Vipers. Smith gets all the way in, and deflection for Stevie Mitchell. Here comes Cam Carter. He missed the first. Oh, man. And the Skyforce get another offensive opportunity. Dane Danger with the lefty push shot, and another rebound for Sioux Falls. Grigsby, he'll open with a 3. And then another offensive rebound, and exasperation from Coach Joseph Blair and the Rio Grande Valley Vipers to let the Skyforce have this many opportunities. And that one finally falls in. Grigsby gets his first Skyforce points, and to give Skyforce a 5-point lead. And Dennis Smith Jr. got Mitchell across the face. Mitchell is claiming that he was pushed into the Vipers player to no avail. That's the first foul in the last 2 minutes, so no free throw here. Last foul to give. 15 to shoot as the Vipers with Newton way out on the perimeter. Get the hard show, and Dane Danger will pick up his second personal. It's unfortunate for Danger. Yeah. He was out there, and that's what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to get out and do the hard show. Didn't move his feet well enough.
Yeah.
Well, this is a place where the Vipers have succeeded in this contest. 2 of 2 from the stripe. They're 1 of 7 from 3. Skyforce 5 of 11. So the Skyforce doing well from 3, bad from the line. Inverse for the Rio Grande Valley Vipers. They're perfect.
The Vipers are really struggling from 3 as well. Shooting an abysmal 14%. 1 of 7.
Skyforce will take some time in this possession. Try to work long. Smith nearly swarmed under. Cam Carter in the corner for 3. And the Skyforce allow the Vipers to grab the rebound. Matthews and Fudge will be called for the foul. His second. That is something that is going to loom large as we go along, Carter, with the bigs getting the fouls.
Certainly. If one of these, if Danger or FA.
Oh, yeah, Abagidi.
Yeah, I didn't want to attempt that one. I forgot how to say
yeah,
it,
I know. It's
yeah. But
you got to burn it into your brain.
I know. But if one of those two get in foul trouble for either team, it could leave a massive hole in the paint for the next one.
Cam Carter, look out!
Speaking of points in the paint.
Yeah, there's 2. Well, one of the things that we'll also have to watch is that points in the paint battle, because the Vipers, if they are winning that points in the paint battle, that's when they are successful.
Yes.
You know, when they're losses, they're usually like -7 points in the paint.
Yeah.
So the 3 at the buzzer ends the quarter, and the Skyforce at each quarter, at each timeout, we've had a 3-point lead. We'll see if that sustains. Doubt it.
Drew Smith, good to see him back healthy and making a difference. Yes, he's come roaring down.
His superpower is his fortitude. That inspires me.
This guy has overcome a lot to get to this point.
You have to watch him to know how he affects the game, how hard he works, how he's done things the right way.
That man is nothing but effort.
The fact that he's still fighting, wants to be here, that right there is perseverance in itself.
Drew Smith, how do you do?
I think it's just a little bit of mental fortitude and a little bit of a belief in yourself.
Fascinating. My readings show that this planet's teeming with life.
Captain, it seems we've landed in a pet paradise.
You mean we've discovered a planet full of adorable puppies and kitties?
Yes, this planet is full of wagging tails and gentle purrs.
Remember your orders, Red. We're here to observe, not to interfere.
Lieutenant, I think it's time that we bend the rules. Starship, beam down some treats and some toys. From grooming to pet food, the best services and products in the galaxy are at Mini Critters.
Welcome back to the Sanford Pentagon. Skyforce and Vipers. 4 lead changes, 2 ties. And man, it's been just a back and forth battle. Biggest lead, 5 for Sioux Falls in this contest. Well, that's their first good look tonight at Riley Grigsby. He is the new player, a former member of Seattle University. So that's a Division I institution. Played in Luxembourg overseas previously. And of course, with the Seattle Redhawks, there is another player that once played for the Seattle Redhawks years and years ago, back when they wore the teal and we played at the arena. That was Charles Garcia. Not a name that most people would know, but that's one that I do remember. So whenever you see someone from Seattle end up from the collegiate ranks, no, it's not the Supersonics.
Yeah.
It's the Redhawks.
Although there's rumblings they're coming back.
Oh,
For
yeah.
the next couple of years.
That is one of the possibilities, along with Las Vegas.
Las Vegas as well. And that sparks a whole other conversation about who will move to the west.
Yeah,
or
west
eastern.
and east.
Yeah,
Divide that geographic line to see where that will develop. 3 to shoot as Cam Carter needs to shoot. He does. And it just dances away. Yeah, both teams around 35% shooting in this contest. Yeah, this is going to be a game where we struggle to get the hundo tonight. And you kind of wonder if it's that post-All-Star Blues.
Too high.
And Smith and Fudge could not connect. That's a foul. Got to call that one.
Now, Dan, at the end of the first quarter, I noticed about 3 different things that I thought was interesting. The Skyforce had 0 turnovers, and Danger and FA both had 0 points, and then the Vipers were also shooting 12% from 3. And I think all 3 of those are massive factors, especially the centers in the paint.
The Sheraton Sioux Falls Hotel is proud to serve as the official host hotel for all NBA G League teams this season. After the Skyforce game, the Sheraton is willing and able, and they want you to enjoy the atmosphere at the Water's Edge Bar. Oh, and the first free throw missed for the Vipers. It almost wasn't a miss. Steve Settle looks to get into the lane. He'll kick it out. Dennis Smith Jr. will re-rack it on the secondary. Smith will square up against Mitchell. Mitchell doing a good job of keeping Smith out of the paint. Now late in the clock, Cam Carter called upon again. Tyler Smith with the board. McConnell, one of the 3 bench players for the Vipers, currently on court. Mitchell is the other, along with Smith. Newton working on Carter. Newton got a seam, gets to the rim, and the rebound to Christopher. So just a lone bucket from the free throw line. 2 points is all we've scored so far in almost the first 2 minutes of action of this second quarter. Go away, says Mr. Cameron Matthews.
That was an aggressive block for sure.
Oh, we'll take a look at it. Steve Settle says, I got this. No, you don't.
No, sir.
Here comes Abogidi. He will return. I was working with the PA man, G.D. Collins, prior to the game. He's working on it with him. No reason to work on Josh Christopher. That 3 works again. He's all of his shots from 3-point range. He's got 9 points. Mitchell again trying to drive the paint. The kick out, Abogidi for 3. Weak side for Smith. We got Smith Jr. and Tyler Smith on opposing sides. Christopher's got a rhythm. Whoa, look out.
Well, Dan, that's 2 in a row. You know what's coming eventually.
Well, we'll see if there's sizzling. Oh, we got a steal, and Alex Fudge is able to track it down. Christopher, he's going to try again.
I think
a little too much mustard.
That was definitely...
Yeah, you called it. You knew it was coming. Matthews is way off. Des Mbang will decide what to do next. He'll send it out. Smith will attack. And then they'll send it back out. Christopher. He finds Smith, and Smith will score. And the Skyforce, this is the first real significant run of the game.
Blink and you miss it. It was, 25-24, like a second ago?
7 straight. And the Skyforce largest lead of the game for either team. And Tristan Newton showing his force of motion.
It's definitely getting physical. Or
that it is.
Maintaining physical, because it's been pretty physical since the jump.
So Newton will go to the line, 7 points currently, 3 of 3 from the stripe. He's got the and 1. So basically, all the action that he's gotten so far tonight in the scoring column, a free throw has been involved.
Tristan Newton at the line, 1 for 2.
And Tristan Newton, former member of the Connecticut Huskies, also the East Carolina Pirates during his collegiate career. Second season as a professional. 2 more points at the line for Newton. The Vipers are going to make Sioux Falls work deep into the clock again. Spending a lot of time outside the arc. Bez Mbang needs to shoot. Does Matt's not going to make it? Oh my! I thought that's not going to make it. Prove me wrong.
That was a fadeaway 3 at the buzzer.
Okay. You try that 50 more times, he might make 2.
Gabe Madsen is 3 for 4 from beyond the arc.
Tristan Newton, he got grazed after the shot went up, but still made it.
I think Mr. Madsen might be getting that one framed or something of significance.
That highlight will forever live.
Yeah.
Because I've seen those before, where you're going all the way back from at a desperation attempt, and you need a 3 at the end of the game. To beat the shot clock, just to turn and fire like that. I bet he's practiced those a few times.
I'm sure.
Oh, Steve Settle, and that one slipped away.
Slipping away from everyone.
The more you drive and the more you see it, and the more you see it slip away. Ooh, a rattler plus a glasser. As the Rio Grande Valley Vipers cut it to 4. It was 8 points. Alex Fudge. That one is ripped away by John Knight III. Newton for 3. There's no free throw involved, so Newton is left wanting. Steve Settle, the kick to the corner. And then the guiding home by Alex Fudge.
Gabe Madsen with 11 points off the bench.
12 for Christopher to lead Sioux Falls. Abagidi with full extension. .6:34 remaining in the second quarter. Timeout on the court as the Rio Grande Valley Vipers and Sioux Falls Skyforce. Well, we've got a 4-point margin at the timeout. Let's see how we further go along.
Welcome to Cafe Mini Critter, where we have some supreme choices for you today. May I interest you in a bowl of water or some little snacks to get started? Oh, wise choice, Monsieur.
Find the perfect selection of food for your pet at Mini Critters, for people who love their pets.
From the Sanford Pentagon in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, I'm Dan Peters along with Carter Mix. And the Skyforce lead it by 4, 38-34. And again, both of these teams, right now, their shooting percentages in the 30s, but normally when you see the comparison, well, the Skyforce and Rio Grande Valley a little bit more towards the 50% mark. 3-point shooting, pretty even. Free throw, usually Sioux Falls is a little bit better than what they are.
It's pretty interesting to see 13-6 and 11-11, and the 11-11 team is averaging like 11 more points.
Well, it's, you know, keeping that pace and also that defensive presence.
Yeah.
The Skyforce, after the timeout, will work with Danger up top against Abagidi. Then he picks up Knight. He'll swing it around to Christopher, who's got plenty of time to shoot. And Rio Grande Valley's got to tighten up on the perimeter.
Christopher's up to 15.
5 of 8 from long range. That's a good night.
He didn't start off too odd either. He's really picked it up.
Well, a couple of those were kind of in the paint and not really in rhythm at the start.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think he's really starting to know what he's got from the outside in this contest, and then be able to distribute as well. Daisha Nix gets to the rim. Skyforce able to deny.
I think this is what's really killing the Vipers is this fast break. They're getting out of position and can't get back on defense, right?
Oh, Madsen wasn't sent it to Danger, who was not expecting it.
Third turnover of the night for the Skyforce.
Vipers have double that number of 6. Daisha Nix, and there's more of that artistry for Nix. Nix with 10. Bezem Bang will drive into the paint. He'll feed Danger, who will get his first points of the game. So the battle of the big men,
yeah,
pretty much even so far.
kind of surprising to me, honestly. I kind of thought that both teams would try to feed into the paint a little bit tonight, but
well, and also look at the rebounding. Neither the big men have been able to get the rebounding. That one does a 720 down the cylinder.
Yeah,
but
you're right. Besma Bang's got 7 rebounds for the Skyforce, the leader for them, and then Tyler Smith for the Vipers has 6. So,
and in some of those cases, the being able to box out for those bigger players, they allow the guards to come in and grab the rebounds.
Yep.
And then some of those have been back taps too.
Yeah.
And those on the offensive glass.
Or the big men are battling for the ball so hard, neither of them can get it, and then it bounces to another person. And
Deshaun Nix makes it 6 of 7 from the free throw line for the Rio Grande Valley Vipers. Completes the and one. Josh Christopher. Now he finds a stroke from the paint. From the outside, Abagidi is able to drill it from the left corner. The left corner threes have been kind to the Rio Grande Valley Vipers. They're about 39% coming into the contest. Smith will think about it. Boy, the Vipers doing a good job closing off the driving lanes in that sequence. And Newton sealing for the rebound. Nix to tie. And Christopher the rebound. Wearing the shiny amber shoes. Bezem Bang will send it back out. Fudge for 3. And there's a loose ball foul. So the Skyforce maintain their 3-point lead. The Skyforce have 14 fouls that they've committed so far. That's the first for the Vipers. Well, that's kind of a little bit of the reverse of the first quarter, where the Skyforce were the recipient of the defense from the Vipers. Smith will launch it up, and Bezem Peng will get another rebound. His career high is 16 rebounds. Got that not too long ago.
Yeah.
Smith for another 3. Skyforce out rebounding the Vipers by 8. Getting those. Oh. And that was a case of Matthews lingering. And so he was going to the scorer's table, and his teammate thought that he was in play, but he was not.
Happens to the best of us.
Oh, man.
Hey, put that last offense on. I want the last offensive possession on the
Well, Skyforce lead by 3. And again, the Vipers trailed by 8, 32-24. Smith, well, that one was nearly off the cylinder. And Skyforce unable to convert. They're dancing on the rim. Doesn't draw. So timeout on the court with 2:53 remaining, second quarter. As the Skyforce and Vipers, and again, 3 points separate the two teams as we go to break.
It disrupts the way you live, and that's where our experts come in. They're your guides to orthopedic and sports medicine treatments that can manage your pain, rehab your injuries.
Coming to Miami, I knew, like, I've been here as a kid to the game, like I've seen this franchise and what it stands for, and I was just like, I feel like Miami always kind of had little influences throughout my life the whole way, and then it was a full circle moment.
Enjoy your relaxed
The goal of people in the G League is to get your call to the NBA, and Myron Gardner has gotten that call. He had a two-way contract with the Miami Heat. Now it's a standard deal, and has earned it by getting into the rotation and playing defense and hitting the three-point shots that the defense have been giving him. So congratulations to Myron Gardner, a full contract with the Heat, and again has been getting some significant playing time in the rotation for Miami. And of course, as a result of that, Trevor Keels got a two-way contract with the Miami Heat as well. He's had two-way contracts previously. He had one with the New York Knicks and the Westchester Knicks, but now another one with the Miami Heat and the Sioux Falls Skyforce. Congratulations to Trevor Keels. We'll look for the banners to go up on the wall over by the Ultra Party deck.
Certainly so. Well deserved to both guys.
Knicks to make it a one-point game.
Subbing in the game for the Force, number 2, Steve Settle, the third.
Well, Smith called upon to do the point guard duties. No Jameer Young. And we've got a foul as they call a trip as Deshaun Nix called for the second. They're going to review this. So the Vipers will call timeout. So we'll stay here with 2:42 remaining in the second quarter as the officials will take a look. As Coach Joseph Blair will say that he wants to make sure the officials got that instance correct. And of course the Vipers with Robbie Keck, Isaiah Torres, and Daniel Brady, they are the coaching brain trust for the Vipers. Skyforce have Dan Bisacchio in his second season with the Sioux Falls Skyforce. Nate Wilson, Erman Mandol, Kedebates Diop, Jared Houston are the coaching staff for the Skyforce. So they will take a look.
I don't know.
Oh, so it's not a foul. It looks like it's a kick.
Yeah,
so that's what they're claiming.
That's what Knicks and the entire Vipers staff were contesting so aggressively. I didn't see it good enough, but what do you think?
Yeah, that ball pops right up into, and that's because you could tell it was a low angle.
Yeah.
And
it looked like
that pass would not have gone that way.
Yeah, the trajectory of the ball
without
changed.
touching Knicks.
Yeah, exactly.
But was it the foot that caused it to do that? And that's what the officials. Calling the floor stands, says Ken Jones and the officiating staff here at the Sanford Pentagon for this contest between the Vipers and the Force. So Deshaun Nix doing a little footy. And with 14 on the shot clock, the Skyforce have some time to work in this possession to move it to a two-possession game. So Settle and Smith will start this possession. And again, they're bird dogging Smith. They'll kick it out. Christopher Madsen gets to the bucket. Moves it back to a three-point game. Madsen, an impressive night off the bench. The lob, and that one hit the rim. Settle with the rebound. Josh Christopher going with the left hand. He's usually a right-hander, but going to the left hand on that layup. The Skyforce employing the fast break, doubling up the Rio Grande Valley fast break point total. And Steve Settle with the block. Skyforce putting together a three-block first half. That's close to what they do normally for what they do in the game.
Yeah.
They're on pace for that mark. And then a simple steal. They threw it right to Smith. Bez Mbang with the score and one more. A frustration foul for John Knight III.
You know, a lot of the statistics between both these teams is pretty similar for most of them, but the bench points, I mean, the Skyforce have 21, the Vipers, 2.
And of course, the Skyforce, they've gone to their full 9-man rotation. The Vipers have been, and the Skyforce missed another free throw.
It's a killer.
Knight gives it up, and that one pops out of the cylinder. That's Snakebite City. But then he gets it back, and he pours out the venom in the other direction.
I like what you did there.
You know, I was on a roll. I had to keep it there.
That's an artistry in itself.
Yes. Painting pictures with woods. I am not Bob Ross with a fine little tree. Tyler Smith, left-handed free throw shooter, gets his first points of the game, the and one. Down to the final 80 seconds of the first half. Smith gives to Mbang. Mbang using the contortionism.
Some of the matchups that they're getting is just very interesting.
Nix kick to the corner. Now the looping Knight attempt thuds off the glass. Smith pours through the lane, is able to take it himself. There's where that fast break comes in. Tyler Smith had to turn tail. Vipers couldn't duplicate. And Nix gets some contact from Cam Carter. Carter gets his first foul of the game. No fouls left to give in this first half. Daisha Nix to the free throw line. Vipers, an impressive free throw line night.
It seems when the Skyforce get a couple fast breaks together that the Vipers almost intentionally try to draw a foul on the offensive end I only imagine to catch their breath.
Well, look at the pace between the two teams. It doesn't seem that normally that Rio Grande Valley would want to slow things down.
Yeah, I mean,
Skyforce kind of mid-pack in the league. Rio Grande Valley top 10 in pace. Madsen a little strong from the outside. Skyforce going 2 for 1. The Vipers will look to try to get an efficient possession together. Knight, he will fire, and that one hits front iron. Bezim Bang, he gets all the way to the rim, and then he must have twisted his ankle. He's out of control, half-court heave, and Bezim Bang is still down by the basket stanchion. Because when Bezim Bang got all the way into the paint, he went out of control. So as we get ready for halftime, we will have the stats, the highlights. We'll have Nate Wilson joining us from the Sioux Falls Skyforce coaching staff, and we'll break down this Sioux Falls Skyforce 8-point lead. Check that. 6-point lead at half on the NBA G League Network.
Welcome to Cafe Mini Critter, where we have some supreme choices for you today. May I interest you in a bowl of water or some little snacks to get started? Oh, wise choice, Monsieur.
Find the perfect selection of food for your pet at Mini Critters, for people who love their pets.
Fascinating. My readings show that this planet's teeming with life.
Captain, it seems we've landed in a pet paradise.
You mean we've discovered a planet full of adorable puppies and kitties?
Yes, this planet is full of wagging tails and gentle purrs.
Remember your orders, Red. We're here to observe, not to interfere.
Lieutenant, I think it's time that we bend the rules. Starship, beam down some treats and some toys. From grooming to pet food, the best services and products in the galaxy are at Mini Critters.
We return with halftime at the Sanford Pentagon. Dan Peters along with Carter Mix and the Skyforce having a 55-49 lead. Sanford Health is proud to provide sports medicine coverage for the Sioux Falls Skyforce. If you've been avoiding the activities you used to love, make a change. The expert team at Sanford Orthopedics and Sports Medicine can guide you through a full scope of orthopedic care with surgical and non-surgical treatment options that manage your pain to get you back in action. Because orthopedic pain shouldn't disrupt every part of your life. You sit out when others head out. You find yourself saying, not today, when you really wish you could. Life is better with the freedom to move. Visit sanfordhealth.org to find a provider. Well, in these first half moments, Josh Christopher started slow, but he picked it up, and Gabe Madsen was kind of on a simmer throughout this first half. Tristan Newton, he started at the free throw line, but came alive from the outside. A two-point emphasis for Abagidi. Josh Christopher's got the 19 points to lead all scorers in this contest, as he only just got 2 shots to make, but Gabe Madsen finding the range, and there's the three from the outside for Abagidi, and those players to watch. And there's the fling from Gabe Madsen, casual style, and in his first opportunity to get a start for the Skyforce, Dennis Smith Jr. with 4 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. So you look at the breakdown, we saw all those makes during those highlights, but it's been a real tough goal for these teams, and the Skyforce have, with that late surge in that second quarter, that's what got them above 40%.
I mean, you take a look at that graphic, what stands out to you? For me, it's the free throw percentage for the Skyforce being 0 and still being able to get the lead and go into halftime. I mean, I love what Newton and Nix have been doing on the offensive end for the Vipers, but Christopher catching fire with 19 points along with having 21 bench points for the Skyforce is more of a team collective effort. So, yeah, we'll see what is changed and what adjustments are made in the second half.
Well, and you look at the assist numbers as well. That's also stands out a bit, because the Skyforce, they are usually just around 30 assists per game, 29. The Vipers, they haven't been a team that's trended in that direction, except in the latter stages of this regular season, moving up to 26, but only 8 so far tonight. That's got to change.
Certainly. I mean, the best way to create for your team is to get the ball into other people's hands and react off of that. And we haven't seen much of that. It's been Nix and Newton kind of having to do everything on their own, versus the Skyforce being able to give it to anyone. And I mean, everyone on their team has a point on this team. So,
well, we'll take a break and we'll have that interview with Nate Wilson of the Sioux Falls Skyforce coaching staff, and we'll bring that to you next. Thanks for joining us on NBAGleague.com and also the FanDuel Sports Network.
Down goes Drew. Just painful heartbreak injury demon again. This guy has overcome a lot. So much respect. Right on the cusp.
Everybody knows about his journey. You can only hope that he bounces back from this.
He'll be okay. Because he is who he is.
His superpower is his fortitude. To be able to do what he's done, not only with the injuries, but secondly, we've cut him so many different times that he would just find more resolve. That inspires me. And I think he has that effect on everybody in the locker room.
This guy has overcome a lot to get to this point.
You have to watch him to know how he affects the game, how hard he works, how he's done things the right way.
One of the most resilient people I've ever met.
That man is nothing but effort.
I tell him to his face, like, bro, you're inspirational.
He gives you everything he has, every chance he gets.
The smile on his face every day when he comes in, like the work he put in. I know he'll be better than he was.
Sioux was a fighter, man. He could have quit a long time ago. The fact that he's still fighting and wants to be here, that right there is perseverance in itself.
Drew Smith is somebody that you can't help but root for. Drew Smith, how do you do? You just feel good seeing him out on the floor and productive again.
I think it's just a little bit of mental fortitude and a little bit of a belief in yourself.
You got to have something else and a different twitch to get here, to stay here.
Drew Smith, your time, son.
Proving to myself that this is where I belong and I wouldn't want to do it anywhere else.
Fascinating. My readings show that this planet's teeming with life.
Captain, it seems we've landed in a pet paradise.
You mean we've discovered a planet full of adorable puppies and kitties?
Yes, this planet is full of wagging tails and gentle purrs.
Remember your orders, Red. We're here to observe, not to interfere.
Lieutenant, I think it's time that we bend the rules. Starship, beam down some treats and some toys. From grooming to pet food, the best services and products in the galaxy are at Mini Critters.
This copyrighted broadcast of the NBA G League may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA G League.
Halftime at the Sanford Pentagon, and the Skyforce by 6 at the break. Well, we've got our halftime guest, and that's Nate Wilson of the Sioux Falls Skyforce coaching staff. And Nate, there were some things that you did well in that first half. You took care of the ball. What were the keys to making sure that you're able to reduce the turnovers?
Yeah, some of it's just making quick airtime decisions, not overthinking it, not over dribbling, finding the open man, and we've just been making the right plays.
Well, and also they haven't actually been giving you an easy time. They've been guarding, they've been showing hard, and they've also been pressing out on the perimeter.
Yeah, that's something that was on the scouting report. We knew they're a team that likes to get up into, be physical, like to pick up full court. So it's something we prepped for, and we're doing a good job executing against it so far.
Yeah, your assist to turnover ratio is excellent. So sharing the ball has also worked well for you this evening. How's that been for you? How's that pleased you tonight?
Yeah, once we've broken the press or any pressure they've given us, we've done a great job of getting into the paint, and then, like I said, we found the open guy, and they've made the right play from there, and they either knocked it down or swung it one more, and that guy made the play.
Well, I do have to give you a little bit of carryover on the free throws, though. That is, you'd want to get to the rim a little bit more, get some more contact from Rio Grande Valley, but you got to convert at the free throw line.
Yeah, for sure. Starts obviously keeping them off the foul line, and then for us, when we get there, just going up there with confidence. Whether you've made or missed your last one, just going up there knowing that the next one's going in.
So any other things that you want to make sure you improve upon in the second half?
Just keep relying on our defense, handling Nix and Newton. They're doing a great job. And then from there, like I said, sharing the game, and hopefully the second half goes in our favor.
Well, thank you very much, Nate, and we'll see how it works out in the second half.
All right, thank you, Dan.
So Nate Wilson joining us at halftime as the Sioux Falls Skyforce and Rio Grande Valley Vipers. We duel again as halftime concludes. The third quarter is next. Thanks for joining us on FanDuel Sports Network and also on NBAGleague.com. All right, thanks, Nate.
Once upon a time, there was a sad little dog that smelled funny. No one will play with me. Suddenly, the grooming fairy appeared.
You look a lot like the big friendly guy.
And the sad little dog was instantly transformed into a happy little dog that smelled better. And all the pet lovers who saw this ad on TV brought their dogs to Mini Critters for grooming, and everyone lived happily ever after.
superpower is his fortitude. That inspires me.
This guy has overcome a lot to get to this point.
You have to watch him to know how he affects the game, how hard he works, how he's done things the right way.
That man is nothing but effort.
The fact that he's still fighting, wants to be here, that right there is perseverance in itself.
Drew Smith, how do you do?
I think it's just a little bit of mental fortitude and a little bit of a belief in yourself.
Six-point game at halftime. Sioux Falls Skyforce, Rio Grande Valley Vipers, Dan Peters along with Carter Mix. Well, a lot of intrigue as we get ready for half number 2. But you can also rack your brain for the potential of knowing our courtside quiz. There is a player that has a distinction of playing for the Sioux Falls Skyforce, also for the Rio Grande Valley Vipers, and for the Miami Heat. And not necessarily on assignment with the Sioux Falls Skyforce. He was actually with the Skyforce for a short stretch before going to Rio Grande Valley. Who is that player? And this player does have some NBA lineage, even a triple-double in the NBA. Believe that or don't? So we'll have that for you coming up a little later. You got an idea who that might be, Mr. Carter?
I got an idea.
Okay. Right. We'll hear Carter say, "I knew that," once we get the answer a little bit later on.
If you don't reveal your sources, you can't be wrong.
Yes. So we got all 10 starters back on the court. Dean Danger is a starter for the Skyforce.
Starting off hot.
Yes, sir. And the Skyforce matched their largest lead of the game of 8. I think we got the emphasis for what they want to do.
Yeah.
Sioux Falls feed Danger. Josh Christopher is going to pick up that ball. It's going to go out, and he stepped on the baseline. And Joseph Blair has a kickball back into the stands. So from the baseline, they'll enter it instead of the hash. They didn't quite get the backspin on that ball that they should have. Or a little too much loft, or not enough loft.
Some football.
And another interception underneath.
I was going to say.
Skyforce are sniffing out those lobs in the half court.
Yeah. They didn't call foul right away on that, and it was like, well, you made him completely move. Yep, you see it there.
Yeah, the dip of the shoulder there, and the aftermath.
Takes a bit of force to make somebody that big move like that.
Dane Danger, and they look to double team. And Danger slips out of the double team and scores.
We talked earlier on that big men battle could be the difference in this game. Danger's coming out. 6 points in the game now.
Now Abagidi on the other end, and Danger beguiled for his third. No, fourth. Danger's got 3 already. He'll get a 4th. And again, that gets more of that intrigue in that battle between the bigs.
You could see how much Danger was protesting that call, because I think he knows as well. If he is subbed out, that leaves a big liability from the paint for FA to take advantage of.
Abagidi will go to the free throw line. Out of Washington State, former Cougar. And he's a tryout player. Now, those are the guys that basically said, they just said they pay their way to try out. So these are guys that he's an unheralded prospect for the Rio Grande Valley Vipers.
It's interesting.
He's a native of Nigeria. Didn't play basketball until he was discovered at a track meet. A 2 for Christopher, and he's got 21. Skyforce riding their first 10-point lead of the contest at 59-49. They've matched it at 61-41. And after the rebound glances off of Nix's shoulder, Smith penetrates the kick out, the three. Josh Christopher just slightly off. Newton, the kick out, and the offensive board. Newton has another opportunity. He'll kick it to Abagidi for three.
I mean, for a guy who didn't play basketball until he was discovered at a track and field event, to knock down threes, that's pretty impressive.
Well, 34% coming in. And, of course, tonight he's got the bona fides 2 of 4 from long range. And they'll call the blocking foul. Looking for the travel. They're not going to get it. Count the basket, says Ken Jones. So it's a score and one more. Well, the Skyforce can move their lead back up to 10.
Some good awareness from Dennis Smith Jr. there to play through the contact and get that basket to count.
So Smith plucked out of the player pool January 22nd, 326 NBA games. He can hit a free throw. How about that? Skyforce first toss of the second half, and I told Nate, the Skyforce assistant coach has got to work on them free throws. Nix, that's tough. And they call a technical foul. And Dacian Nix will be called, and the Skyforce will shoot a free throw. So apparently Nix had enough of something, and the officials were not having it. He gets lit up. That's his. Where's Nix?
I think, yeah.
Only one foul, and Christopher still has got the Maloiki at the free throw line. Skyforce 1 of 6 at the stripe. I mean, come on. The Vipers, though, they're keeping up their end of the bargain. They're 10 of 11 from the stripe. And, of course, when you in a tight battle like this, you know, those margins a lot of times will determine the outcome of these games. And some of that could be the mental.
Yeah.
They're settled, have the direction, not the distance.
Bez Mbang is looking okay after taking a nasty spill before half.
Ball knocked out of bounds. They call the foul. And that's on Mr. Christopher. That's his third. And they'll send the Vipers back to the line. Newton to the stripe once again. Gabe Madsen will spell Bez Mbang. For Christopher. Christopher will sit with 3 personals. Alex Fudge is playing with 3. 15 points for Newton. Add 2 more for 17. And again, the Vipers, not necessarily a great free throw shooting team, coming in at 60% or 69%. Skyforce unable to connect in their half court. Newton, he cannot either. Fudge will reel in the rebound. Skyforce by 6. That's where we started this third quarter. Closing in on 4 minutes gone by. As Madsen will send it out. Settle for 3. Settle! Made the adjustment, missed his last attempt, but got that attempt. Skyforce back up by 9.
Skyforce up to 40% from beyond the arc tonight.
A 3, a rainmaker from Abagidi. And then the Vipers get the steal. Nix to put 3 on the after turnover. And the offensive board for Knight. And Nix fumbles. Gabe Madsen looks for a running mate. And he finds Mbang. Mbang, one-handed pass to Settle. Another 3. And it goes kaboom. Skyforce up by 12. Settle closing in on double digits. Only 2 double-digit scores for Sioux Falls. Vipers have a little bit more even distribution. They've got 3 in the twin figures.
Mbang is closing in on a triple-double.
Offensive board. They give it up to Knight. And Knight, that one spins out. Mbang finds Settle. And Settle is in double digits, and it prompts a timeout from Joseph Blair and the Rio Grande Valley Vipers. We're going to see a Settle slam as we go to break on the FanDuel Sports Network. We're going to do that courtside trivia. We should do that after the break, but we'll do it anyway. As that courtside trivia quiz, it is Hassan Whiteside is the person. We'll get that Settle slam for you after the break.
Coming to Miami, I knew like I've been here as a kid to the game, like I've seen this franchise and what it stands for, and I was just like, I feel like Miami always kind of had little influences throughout my life the whole way, and then it was a full circle moment.
Skyforce getting a little separation as we get to the middle stages of this second quarter. The Skyforce up by 14. And Steve Settle slam off the feed from Mbang. That's prompting the Rio Grande Valley Vipers to reassess. And Settle going through a little bit of a stretch. Now Settle only had 3 points at the half. So add 8 to his total in this third quarter. Settle has almost outscored the Vipers in this third quarter by himself.
Yeah.
And the Skyforce get a steal. Mbang, Cam Carter rejected, and Madsen decided not to go back. They'll get the trailer. It's Alex Fudge. Oh, it falls off. And then John Knight, and Alex Fudge wipes it away. Tyler Smith still working, and he is denied. Tyler Smith again, and no! And then Steve Settle steps on the baseline trying to save it. A lot of action at the rim.
Mbang, I mean, he has 9 rebounds, 9 assists, 6 points. Doing everything. And what a defensive possession for the Skyforce down there.
Sequence at the Skyforce able to put together. Well, they still got to play defense, and there's some mix-up. There's Cam Carter, I believe he had wrapped up Tristan Newton over on the side. The Skyforce racking up their 3rd team foul. They've got 1 more to give before the penalty. So Tristan Newton at the free throw line. So that is a free throw prior to the ball going into bounds. So that's 1 free throw for 1 point. So it's an away from the play foul. And Rio Grande Valley still with possession. Chance to put some more points on. And we've got an offensive foul. Nope, it is not a foul. Tristan Newton stepped out of bounds. And the Rio Grande Valley Vipers also racking up the turnovers.
14 to the Skyforce's 6. That is not a stat you want to be beating the other team in that much by.
And the points off turnovers also. You see that 14 to 5. Excuse me, 11 to 5. And then add 2 more with Cam Carter as he explodes to the hole, and the lead is 15. An open 3, and the Vipers cannot connect. Bezem Bang looking to wind up. Well, Bezem Bang can hit a free throw here. He can get closer to that triple-double echelon. You'd think the points would be the easiest.
Yeah, and Bang has posted back-to-back games of double-digit points and 8 assists as well. So this is...
It's kind of the evolution of Bezem Bang, to say the least. And the Skyforce, 1 of 7. You could take that from 3, but at the free throw line? Eesh. And they'll say a kick. That one glanced off of Josh Christopher.
The Skyforce look like they just have them all out of sorts.
And I don't know if it's all Skyforce. There's a good portion of that, but I think the Rio Grande Valley Vipers, there's something missing.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it is. Defensively, they've been decent.
Yeah.
But boy, offensively, it's been a struggle. There's 3 for Tyler Smith to kind of get things a little bit back towards plumb.
Could be what they needed.
Well, 1-3, and then Bezem Bang loses it. A 2-on-2 the other way, and there it goes out of the hands. No dice. Alex Fudge, and he works around Tyler Smith for the layup. More points off the bench for Sioux Falls. And Knight, that one can't climb the rim, but he will go to the free throw line for a 1 for 2. So as Knight heads to the free throw line, Madsen picks up his 2nd personal foul. The penalty applies for Sioux Falls for the balance of the period. John Knight, former member of the Southern Utah Thunderbirds, 2-time All-Big Sky player. He misses a free throw, but the offensive rebound goes to the Gray. But then the Skyforce will steal it. Cam Carter will finish it. Down it goes. Boy, the Vipers, they took a chicken salad and turned it the other way. Deshaun Nix calls his own number. And the number is 3 for Deshaun Nix. Alex Fudge. Oh. He'll get 2 the hard way. So Alex Fudge will go to the free throw line. Let's see, has Fudge shot a free throw yet? Yes, he has.
That's one of those more dangerous fouls where you get the guy going up for a dunk, hanging on the rim, and he gets pushed in the back.
Yeah, vulnerable spot. Tyler Smith will pick up his 3rd personal.
Alex Fudge at the line, 1 for 2.
Alex Fudge, former member of the Los Angeles Lakers and South Bay Lakers. And Fudge converts. You know, I shouldn't get that overjoyed about a free throw, but and I hate to harp on it too, but
I mean, if you're ever going to, tonight would be the night for that.
And you still lead by 15. Deshaun Nix. Rebound tracked down by Carter. He'll split the double team. Skyforce. And the lob on Madsen was out of position.
I think he tried a no-looker there as well.
Yeah, tried to go for it. And really, the way that ball was and the where his hand was, that was about the only thing he could do with it.
Yeah.
A drive into the lane. No good for McConnell. And Bez Mbeng will give it up to Carter. The Skyforce will work perimeter. Josh Christopher strikes again.
6 for 10.
And that is the 10th assist for Bez Mbeng.
10 assists, 10 rebounds, got a double-double without the points. That's always impressive.
We'll see how far this goes for the former Yale Bulldog, Bez Mbeng. McConnell. A drive into the lane, and an adjustment and finish. Stevie Mitchell with the bucket. Bez Mbeng looking for another assist. Cam Carter helps him out. Cam Carter. And the bench brigade for the Sioux Falls Skyforce continues.
32 off the bench versus 10 for the Vipers. That is a stark contrast and not one that you want to see.
It's almost the difference in the game.
Yeah.
Dacian Nix, blocking foul. 2:35 remaining in this third quarter. As the Sioux Falls Skyforce and Rio Grande Valley Vipers will have a free throw when we come back. But it's the Vipers needing some help late in the third, down a bunch. Welcome back to the Sanford Pentagon, Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Well, coming into the contest, the Rio Grande Valley Vipers had their two-way players available for them. The Sioux Falls Skyforce, none. And of course, look at that new list. Trevor Keels, he looks good as a two-way player for the Miami Heat and the Sioux Falls Skyforce. Vlad Golden and Jameer Young. Jameer Young getting some run at the All-Star festivities, three-point contest, next up game, and also the Rising Stars contest. But as we get into this latter stage of the third quarter, Carter, is there something that you see that the Rio Grande Valley Vipers need to really shore up?
I would say that the bench points is inexcusable just because the Skyforce have 32 and they're playing 4 guys, and the Vipers have 10 and they're playing 3 guys. There shouldn't be that big of a difference just from one guy. So I think they really need to pick that up, and then also on top of that, the fast break points isn't that big of a, I mean, it's 19-5 in the Skyforce's favor, so I mean, that's a pretty stark contrast, but I think that's what's really defeating them, even when they slow them down. Here's a fast break for them now, though.
Well, they'll add 2 to that with Stevie Mitchell. After the free throw and then another bucket, the Rio Grande Valley Vipers have scored 6 straight, and they have not done that many times tonight. The Skyforce turn it over, they could make it 8 straight or 9. Inopportune time for the Skyforce to commit their 7th turnover.
It's never a good time for a turnover, that is for sure.
So the Vipers have cut it to 15.
2 minutes in the quarter.
And Stevie Mitchell tossed something to the side, and something slips out of his hands. 2-on-2 the other way. Cam Carter is going to create some space, and he'll get a score and one more. I think Nix picks up his second personal. He's got 24 points and 6 rebounds, but picks up his second foul, trying to prevent Cam Carter from getting to the rack.
Now we're at the moment you've been waiting for, Dan.
The free throw.
The free throw.
Cam Carter.
They did it.
Skyforce push it back out to an 18-point advantage. And again, the Vipers able to get something rolling there in that last sequence. Skyforce a little ragged. But then they unable to get a good offensive possession in the half court. And then they give it up to the new guy, Riley Grigsby, his second bucket of the night.
5 minutes.
And that's a tough bucket for Matthews underneath.
That was textbook.
He got 10 rebounds and then scores his 9th point of the night. So he is certainly within range of double-doubledom. Dennis Smith Jr. drives in, and Grigsby was in the wrong spot, and the pass was thrown at the wrong angle. On the other end, Matthews is going to drive, and there's that double-double. Skyforce a little sleep walking after the turnover. .35 seconds remain, third quarter. Smith will kick, Settle will shoot, and spinner. And the Vipers will go for one. As you could hear off the ambient sound that Coach Blair wants one shot. 16-point game. Matthews will launch from 27, shot at 25. And then a steal for Stevie Mitchell, and they get the score. Skyforce looking to work quick. They didn't have to. Cam Carter at the buzzer leaves it. Ooh. And a 91-77 Sioux Falls lead as we head to quarter number 4. We'll entreat you to join us for the final 12 minutes on FanDuel Sports Network and NBAGLeague.com.
Good to see him back healthy and making a difference. Yes, he's come roaring down.
His superpower is his fortitude. That inspires me.
This guy has overcome a lot to get to this point.
You have to watch him to know how he affects the game, how hard he works, how he's done things the right way.
That man is nothing but effort.
The fact that he's still fighting and wants to be here, that right there is perseverance in itself.
Smith, how do you do?
I think it's just a little bit of mental fortitude and a little bit of a belief in yourself.
Fascinating. My readings show that this planet's teeming with life.
Captain, it seems we've landed in a pet paradise.
You mean we've discovered a planet full of adorable puppies and kitties?
Yes, this planet is full of wagging tails and gentle purrs.
Remember your orders, Red. We're here to observe, not to interfere.
Lieutenant, I think it's time that we bend the rules. Starship, beam down some treats and some toys. From grooming to pet food, the best services and products in the galaxy are at Mini Critters.
Three quarters in the books. Sioux Falls Skyforce going for the sweep of the season series with the Rio Grande Valley Vipers. Well, a season sweep for the Skyforce would definitely put them in better position. They're number 9 in the Western Conference. The Vipers tied with the Kings and on a 4-game winning streak prior to the All-Star break. But, you know, with all of that considered, Carter, that's got to be a disappointing effort for the Rio Grande Valley Vipers through 3 quarters.
Yeah, and on the opposite end for the Skyforce, it's very encouraging to.
I don't know why they put them here. This is my coaching box from here to here. That's all I got.
Got a little distracted.
Coach Joseph Blair is He is doing some work with the fans.
Yeah, yes, he is.
He's explaining the coaching box concept and where he can go and how far he can go and how far he can roam.
Sometimes he likes to sit on the box directly in front of me.
Yeah.
I have to kind of watch from the sides.
Well, and a lot of that has been his arms have been crossed, folded, and just basically stone-faced watching his team.
But that's just the coaching in him, bringing out adversity in me to get better.
Absolutely. Knowing where to look, because then you got to look at the monitor to see what's going on in the action, because it's obscured by Blair. There's a three. Stevie Mitchell. He's got double figures in points, and there's some more of that bench scoring that you were wondering about. Is the Rio Grande Valley Vipers bench going to be a big part of this fourth quarter?
They're up to 17 now. The Skyforce have 37, but hey, they are improving from what it was, and they're only down by 11 now. Fouling here is not the greatest outcome, but
1 for 2, Josh Christopher.
Josh Christopher to the free throw line. Had 19 in the first half, 5 so far in the second half. And has not hit his free throws to a great degree, but does there.
Is that, dare I say, 2 in a row?
I believe you are correct. Skyforce up to 4 of 10 from the free throw line.
The Vipers are 13 for 15.
That is excellent. McConnell's 3 hits the side iron. Cam Carter will settle it, hesitate, and then accelerate and get to the rim. I think he had that in mind going in. He saw the lanes open up.
Yes.
Dacian Nix went straight line. Gets his own rebound. Is fouled. He'll go to the line.
Speaking of lanes opening up, Dacian Nix had to create his own lane there. Bobbing and weaving through traffic with the Euro step.
Yeah, getting some contact.
Getting the rebound and finishing.
Yeah, Grigsby with the foul.
1 for 2, Dacian Nix.
And get that triple-double watch for Bez Mbang. He's off the court currently, but still has the 6 points. If he gets 4 more, he's got a trip dub.
Anytime you can get 10-plus points and any statistic that is not points, that is extremely impressive and hard to do.
Vipers leave an open man in the corner. It's Steve Settle. He left it short.
He's cooled off from 3.
Settled 3 of 6 from deep. Dacian Nix. Oh, he saw it and he took it. Dacian Nix. And the Skyforce call timeout with 10:31 remaining, and it's an 11-point game. It was much larger. It was 20 earlier tonight, but the Rio Grande Valley Vipers on a run.
Refilling prescriptions for 80 years with 59 locations over 158 Lewis offices.
Once upon a time, there was a sad little dog that smelled funny.
No one will play with me.
Suddenly, the grooming fairy appeared.
You look a lot like the big friendly guy.
And the sad little dog was instantly transformed into a happy little dog that smelled better. And all the pet lovers who saw this ad on TV brought their dogs to Mini Critters for grooming, and everyone lived happily ever after.
Welcome back, Sanford Pentagon, Skyforce and Vipers. Things getting a little tighter as we get into the latter stages of this contest. Rio Grande Valley Vipers, after tonight, they'll head to Casey's Center, Des Moines, to face the Iowa Wolves. But they're going to be kind of in the area for a while. Tonight's only the 19th, so they got to wait until Monday, I believe. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I think that, well, let's see. Sunday. So Sunday for the Vipers in their next outing before they head back home.
No day of rest for them.
They'll have day of rest prior to,
yes,
if they so choose.
Yes.
Another attempt for three, off on the direction, have the distance. Well, it can cut it to single digits for the Vipers. And then a deflection. Cam Carter blew it up. Josh Christopher saved by Settle. And the Vipers picking up on the perimeter. Christopher spins in the lane, and that one pops out. And then there's the lob as they left Cameron Matthews open. And he is able to slam it. And he slams it again off the steal.
There's a lot of time left in this game, and this is not good for the Skyforce at all.
So the Skyforce outside their rhythm, and they turn it over with Bezim Bang. And then a scrum on the floor, and they'll call a foul on Sioux Falls. That's Carter.
Might be a good foul just to kind of get your bearings together as a team. That run was fast and a lot of points.
So the Vipers have scored 8 straight. It was 95-80. And the Skyforce called timeout, and the Vipers have continued this streak. And this is one of the elements of the game where confidence starts to play a part. Dacian Nix claiming he was fouled. Josh Christopher and Smith will play perimeter. There's the screen. They'll send it to the top, and Christopher buries the three. That is a crucial turnaround from 3 the other way.
Do you know what his three-pointing shooting is at now?
Give it to me.
7 for 11. You
Ooh,
know what that means.
How about that?
Always open.
Lucky numbers. Smith
wide open
kicks it out. Christopher again for 3.
You know what's coming.
Josh Christopher, 8 of 12. There's a hesitation. Skyforce recover. And there's a 3 from the left corner. No good for Smith.
Let's see if they give it to Christopher or not.
Or is he going to be the sleeper in this situation? Bezim Bang spins.
Oh, they give it to him. There's heat check.
Christopher.
Oh.
Well, that's the catch and shoot. On the other end, he gets his own rebound, puts it in. Skyforce, 3 defenders around him.
This game is like
Give McConnell the credit.
It's like a ping pong match. Back and forth, back and forth.
Skyforce by 11. Christopher for 3. And the rebound, Tyler Smith, with Dennis Smith in close proximity. Christopher's got 32. Leading man, Dacian Nix. Into the lane. Smith was able to strip it. Skyforce 2 on 3. Bezim Bang will turn tail.
Christopher and Nix have both shot the ball 20 times.
Christopher trying to get shot number 21. No, he'll try to get the assist. Settle. Puts it in.
Feeding back up.
Boy, the Rio Grande Valley Vipers had an opportunity.
They really did.
They had cut it to 6. Now the Skyforce have pushed it back out to 14. Before the shot, foul is committed. Bezim Bang will pick up his first personal foul. Dacian Nix will take a seat. He'll probably get a breather for probably maybe a minute or 2 before returning.
By the time 4 minutes hit the clock, expect to see him back on the floor.
All 3 bench players for Rio Grande Valley who have appeared in this game currently on the floor with Mitchell and Smith and McConnell. Tristan Newton looking to break down Alex Fudge. They'll work it back out to McConnell. McConnell will drive. He'll get to the rim. And that one glances off the backboard. And Steve Settle We'll work it to Mbang. And Mbang will be fouled by McConnell. That is before any shot attempt.
And this is reminiscent of an Oklahoma drill here. Putting the shoulders down.
So the Skyforce, 18 seconds in this possession. How much will they use? Doesn't look like much because Settle's going to shoot again. And Fudge is able to fight for the rebound and then get to the rim. Mitchell will give it up. Here comes a head of steam to the rim, and he puts it in, and he'll get an opportunity at the free throw line. John Knight III. Settle will pick up the foul. That is the first points of the night for John Knight III, the last starter in the game to score.
With the and one, John Knight.
Midpoint of this fourth quarter to cut it to 10. Actually cut it to 11. It's an and one. Under the halfway point as Dennis Smith Jr. steps back, sends it into Fudge. They'll send it out. 7 to shoot. As Smith, he will pull up for the midi. And the rebound to the Vipers. And Tyler Smith will get it to swing around Tristan Newton. And then there's some contact. Score that basket. A circus shot for Tristan Newton.
The type of and one opportunity lays massive in this at this point in the game.
Yeah, Bez Mbang draped all over him. Did a good job of drawing the foul, did Tristan Newton. Newton is 6 of 6 from the free throw line. 20 points. 4 of 13 in all shots. And it's not like you're going to let him have it.
No.
Because he hasn't had a stellar night. But sometimes those are the efforts that you put together that can start a spark in Tristan Newton. Keep that in mind. Skyforce, half the shot clock is gone. The pull-up for Christopher.
Newton is a perfect 7 of 7 from the free throw line, along with Nick's 5 for 5.
Oh, and that one clings to the rim, falls off, and the Skyforce get the rebound. Boy, the opportunity was right there. Bez Mbang, he will go to the free throw line. But that has not actually been Mr. Automatic for Sioux Falls or Bez Mbang. Reach in by Knight. So Bez Mbang to the free throw line. He was the Ivy League Player of the Year last year. 1 free throw for 2 points as the Skyforce lead by 8. And it rattles out. And if the Skyforce lose this game, the free throw line will be the most shameful part of it.
Yes, without a doubt.
4 of 11 from the line for Sioux Falls, 16 of 18 for the Vipers. And they will review this play. So there will be a timeout on the court. So since it is the coaches challenging, so the officials will come to the table. They'll review the play on this coach's challenge. So we'll return after this. It is an 8-point Sioux Falls Skyforce lead on the FanDuel Sports Network and NBAGleague.com.
Welcome to Cafe Mini Critter, where we have some supreme choices for you today. May I interest you in a bowl of water or some little snacks to get started? Oh, wise choice, Monsieur.
Find the perfect selection of food for your pet at Mini Critters. for people who love their pets.
Eight points between the two teams at the 4:50 mark of the fourth quarter. Well, the Skyforce will be here again tomorrow night. The call on the floor stands. So the foul will be on Mbang. We'll have a game tomorrow night against the Valley Suns, and then a game on Sunday against the Suns. First time in Sioux Falls as the Valley Suns entity. There was once a Northern Arizona Suns edition, but they picked up and moved elsewhere. So Bez Mbang will have his third foul whistled against him. Tristan Newton, 7 for 7 at the line, and a chance to cut this to a 6-point game. We had this not too long ago. An 8-0 run for the Rio Grande Valley Vipers. Skyforce looking for an efficient offensive possession. And Smith, 7 to shoot, gets to the rim, puts it in.
Tough play.
Dennis Smith Jr., his 9th point of the night. Now the Vipers, they're going to look for a bucket of their own. Mix up in the lane, and Newton is indignant. Josh Christopher, he is going to the free throw line. Again, that has been a skeleton's closet.
Yeah.
I hate to overburden the point. I'll just maybe describe it just a little differently every time.
When a statistic is that bad, I mean, it's hard not to come back to it, especially with a free throw.
And it just basically underscores the importance of this moment of the game.
And in the game of basketball, with these statistics, you have so many opportunities to improve them, whether it's three-point shooting, normal shooting, from the free throw line. They've had, what is it? And they improve it there.
Now a technical foul has been issued against Cameron Matthews. Cameron Jelinas was the one who said none of it. And of course, Daisha Nix, he has a technical against him already this evening.
He does not seem too bothered about his technical foul.
No, he is yucking it up with Josh Christopher.
Yep. Danger is just sitting there chuckling.
And the Skyforce get 2 free throws. 3 free throw points.
Look at that.
So the Skyforce up to 6 of 13.
Just like that.
And now the lead is 11. Skyforce have scored 5 straight of their own after surrendering 8. And Josh Christopher with the block.
What a block.
On Cameron Matthews. Josh Christopher in the lane, nearly lost it, got it back, put it in. He's a magic man, and then Steve Settle with the steal.
What a snag.
Steve Settle saw it all the way. Bez Mbang, he will fire the 3. Bez Mbang goes boom.
He is now 1 point shy of a triple-double. Bez Mbang.
And the Skyforce have scored 10 straight. And the lead is 16. On the other end, a 3 short. Rebound, Mbang, he's got another rebound. Bez, he's going to score. No, he's going to try to score. He'll try it at the line to score.
I was going to say, I don't know how that one wouldn't be a foul, but they gave it to him. And another opportunity for the Skyforce to improve their free throw percentage tonight. almost be 50% if they can make these two.
3:15 to go in the fourth quarter. This will still be the one free throw for 2 points. Get under that 2-minute mark, then you have everyone have to be shot. So Bez Mbang, his free throw for the triple-double.
Yes, sir.
Shall I do my Kevin Harlan, is this the dagger?
I'd like to hear it.
Sure you would. You're not going to get it.
Oh, and he missed it too.
Dane Danger.
Oh,
will
goodness.
Is this the dagger?
That might have been. He took off from so far away.
Learning some things from old Showtime KJ Keyshawn Johnson.
He didn't even have a run-up. He was just standing there.
The old broad jump.
That one felt a little personal.
7 to shoot as the Vipers need to launch a three, and they do. And the Skyforce get the rebound with Settle.
Settle's putting his hands on display tonight. Oh, Madsen heard me talking.
Settle, the kick out. Bez Mbang for three. The triple-double! And that is a delay of game on Sioux Falls. That was the second delay of game. Gabe Madsen is guilty. And that will be a free throw for Dacian Nix. Chance for him to get to point 29. He does. And the Skyforce with a 15-0 run, broken by that free throw by Dacian Nix. And they explode the lead from 6 all the way to 21. It currently stands at 20. That is the backbreaker. And they will call basket interference. It went anyway, but it was touched by Danger.
The last triple-double for the Skyforce was Josh Christopher earlier this year. Well, this season, not this year.
Correct,
it was
yes.
December 20th of 2025.
So Josh Christopher will now be eclipsed by the most recent Bez Mbang in the triple-double lore for Sioux Falls. How many players have had triple-doubles for Sioux Falls?
He's the 21st player.
Wow.
32nd time, 21st player.
Skyforce missed the three. Tyler Smith will think, and then he will grab and go, and he'll slam it with the left hand. It's 5 straight for the Vipers, but it might be too late as Bez Mbang will loop it out. Dane Danger will drive, and he will score. And Tyler Smith will ask for the whistle that will never come.
Danger's body language looked like, well, if you're just going to give it to me, I guess I'll take it.
No need to make much of a statement.
No.
Might as well just put it in. A three for Newton, rebound to Madsen. The Skyforce have now 6 players in double figures, including Madsen, who will add 2 more.
Just an all-around team performance. I mean, the person that they picked up a couple days ago has 4 points off of 8 minutes.
And a drive by Nix is nixed. Bez Mbang, the spin, and he loses it out of bounds. I think we're going to get a little loose here for the final 105 as the Skyforce lead by 18.
I would say that is a good guess.
And of course, the Vipers, they have to take a hike to Des Moines. And then you got Bez Mbang with the rebound.
13th of the night. I think it's all the more impressive. Bez Mbang got that triple-double. He was 0 for 4 from the free throw line.
Oh, man. Skyforce will let air out of this clock. And the Rio Grande Valley Vipers will get one more possession. The Vipers will look to score. The Skyforce will kind of, work it around a little bit. Nix will fire the three. Might as well. Dacian Nix will finish his night with 32 points. Josh Christopher with 37 points, 7 rebounds, or 6 assists. So we'll have ourselves a third note on the scale, which means the game is over. And the Sioux Falls Skyforce sweep the Rio Grande Valley Vipers. The second installment, 123-106. The earlier contest back in January. And the Skyforce get a big win, especially in a team way up in the standings.
Yeah, this is a massive win for them, being in 9th place. They knew they needed to come out tonight with a fire, and clearly they did. Bez and Bang, who does the dirty work for them every night, getting a triple-double, I think speaks to that, along with Josh Christopher dropping 37 points, and everyone on the team having great impact and value. It was just an all-around great night for the Skyforce. 41 bench points, 58 points in the paint, getting it everywhere they possibly can.
Yeah, and these two teams, you could see the rhythm very difficult for the two, for the two teams early on. It's kind of that rust I think we talked about in the outset. But then we've got, the Skyforce breaking into a rhythm and getting the best of it. The Vipers, they had a little bit of spurts, but overall the Skyforce had the more balance.
And for a while there, it was very close. Couple possessions away from the Vipers having the lead, and next thing you know, we get the W.
Well, Sioux Falls Skyforce get the win tonight, and the Rio Grande Valley Vipers 123-106 the final score. We'll get a chance to talk with Bez Mbang. Congrats on the win tonight, Bez.
Thank you.
And we talked about the rhythm and how you guys were able to find it first in this contest. And do you know what the things were that led you to that spot?
I would say playing together. Like, we have a lot of talented guys. Some two ways that aren't here. But we have a lot of guys, like I said, and we believe in each other, but we have to share the ball. We can't do it alone, and that's what we showed today. If we play together, move the ball, it's hard to beat us. So credit to my teammates.
What about the mental aspect? Not having the two-way players in the house, but still knowing, okay, we've got a team that's in front of us that we can beat.
Yeah. We know how good we can be. Coming off All-Star break, it was a good refresh. We lost a couple games before heading to the break that we thought we should have got. So we came to practice, focused up, and got the job done. So that's what it was, just recentering our focus and making sure that we executed the coach's plan, and that's what we did tonight.
And also you had a good night of sharing the ball tonight, and the turnovers were kept to a minimum, and none in the first quarter, 3 in the first half. Have you been able to kind of plant yourself in that field and be able to get the ball movement going?
Personally?
Yeah.
The coaches believe in me, and that's my game. My game is built off playmaking. I can use my speed, my strength to get into the paint, and I like to find my teammates. Of course, I want to take it upon myself to be more aggressive and open up those opportunities for my teammates, but also my coaches and teammates are trusting in me to be able to do that.
All right, got to ask you, were they feeding you at the end to make sure you got the triple-double?
Ask Steve that. He gave me 2 open shots. I don't know if they were feeding me, but they found me. I'm thankful because I was missing free throws out there. I almost sold it.
All right. But we do have the shame of the free throws, but the glory of the win.
Exactly. Yep.
And it doesn't matter, how you get it.
Exactly.
It is a dub.
Exactly.
So congratulations
Thank
on
you.
everything tonight, Bez.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Bez Mbang joining us post-game to talk about tonight's Sioux Falls Skyforce victory, 123-106. Tomorrow night, a new team will be joining us to have the honor of playing on the Heritage Court, and that's the Valley Suns, and we hope you'll join us. Well, tonight, again, it's a 37-point night for Josh Christopher to lead Sioux Falls. Bez Mbang with the triple-double. For our entire crew and for Carter Mix, my name is Dan Peters, and thank you for joining us for this production of the NBA G League Network on NBAGleague.com and the FanDuel Sports Network. Blessings to you until we meet again. So long from the Sandra Pentagon. working on Steve Settle. Settle with the recovery. Bez Mbang, he's got Fudge running with him. Fudge! Nice seal on the rebound for John Knight III. He'll take it all the way, and Dane Danger will send it away. Steal on the rebound for John Knight III. He'll take it all the way, and Dane Danger will send it away.
Trying to get in the day.
The kick out, the three, and the Skyforce. Yep, the target score was reached first by the blue. A three, where Bez Mbang gets the offensive board. Christopher for three, and the Skyforce. Nix gets around the corner, he'll get in, and he fell on the top of him. Christopher left it off with the working on Steve Settle. Settle with the recovery. Bez Mbang, he's got Fudge running with him. Fudge! RGV, chance to tie or cut it to one. Deshaun Nix cut it to one. Mbang, the kick to the corner. Christopher, three. Cameron Matthews gets all the way to the rack. Secondary action. Gabe Madsen sees the rim, and he gets it. Don for Sioux Falls. He'll draw the assignment with Nix. And Nix, so he is a new entry onto the court for the Vipers. Three from the corner. Finds an open man in the corner. Stevie Mitchell. In and out. Nix. Valley Vipers to let the Skyforce have this many opportunities. And that one finally falls.
Either team, it could leave a massive hole in the paint for the next one.
Cam Carter! Go away, says Mr. Cameron Matthews. Hey, man, G.D. Collins prior to the game is working on it with him. No reason. Tyler Smith on opposing sides. Christopher's got a rhythm. He finds Smith, and Smith will score. Needs to shoot. Does Matt's not going to make? Oh, my. I thought
from beyond the arc.
Tristan Newton, he got grazed. As the more you see it, the more you see it slip away. Ooh, a rattler. Steve Settle, a kick to the corner. And then the guiding home. 12 for Christopher, leads Sioux Falls. Abagidi. Then he picks up Knight. He'll swing it around to Christopher, who's got plenty of time to shoot. Vipers have double that number of 6. Deshaun Nix will dive into the paint. He'll feed Danger, who will get his first points of the game. Big men have been able to get the rebounding. That one completes the and one. Josh Christopher. From the outside, Abagidi, Christopher Madsen gets to the bucket. That one hit the rim. Settle with the rebound. Josh Christopher going with the... And Steve Settle with the block. That mark. And then a simple steal. They threw it right to Smith. Bez Mbang with the score and one more. Smith gives to Mbang. Mbang plugs off the glass. Smith pours through the lane, is able to take it. All 10 starters back on the court. Danger double team. And Danger slips out of the double team and scores. Basketball until he was discovered at a track meet. A 2 for. He'll kick it to Abagidi for 3. Nix. That's tough. As Madsen will send it out. Settle for 3. Settle. Mbang. Mbang. One-handed pass to Settle. Another 3. And it goes. Bez Mbang finds Settle. And Settle is in double digits. And you see that 14-5. Excuse me, 11-5. It's been a struggle. There's 3. Alex Fudge. And he works around Tyler Smith for the layup. Then the Skyforce will steal it. Cam Carter will finish it. Deshaun Nix calls his own number. And the number is 3. The Skyforce will work perimeter. Josh Christopher strikes again. A drive into the lane. And a touch. Bez Mbang looking for another assist. Cam Carter helps him out. 2-on-2 the other way. Cam Carter is going to create some space, and he'll get offensive possession in the half court. And then they give it up to Matthews is going to drive. And there's that double-double. And then a steal for Stevie Mitchell. And they get secured by Blair. There's a 3. Carter will settle it, hesitate, and then accelerate and get to the rim. Deshaun Nix. Oh, he saw it and he took it. And then there's the lob as they left. And he is able to slam it. And he slams it in. They'll send it to the top, and Christopher buries the 3. On the other end. He gets his own rebound, puts it in. Will think. And then he will grab and go, and he'll Danger. will drive, and he will score. 6 players in double figures, including Madsen, who will add 2 more. Shot number 21. No, he'll try to get the assist. Settle. Puts it in. Smith. 7 to shoot. Gets to the rim. Puts it in.
Tough play.
Josh Christopher in the lane. Nearly lost it. Got it back. Put it in all the way. Bez Mbang. He will fire the 3. Bez Mbang. The kick out. Bez Mbang for 3. The triple-double. Work it around a little bit. Nix will fire the 3. Might as well. Cameron Matthews gets all the way to the rack. So he is a new entry onto the court for the Vipers. 3 from the corner.
3 for 4 from beyond the arc.
Tristan Newton, he got grazed as the 12 for Christopher leads Sioux Falls. Abagidi. Then he picks up Knight. He'll swing it around to Christopher, who's got plenty of time to shoot. Vipers have double that number of 6. Dacian Nix, and there completes the and 1. Josh Christopher, Madsen gets to the bucket. From the outside, Abagidi needs to shoot. Does Madsen not got to make? Oh my! Flies off the glass. Smith pours through the lane, is able to take it. Working on Steve Settle. Settle with the recovery. Bez Mbang, he's got Fudge running with him. Fudge!
It could leave a massive hole in the paint for the next one.
Cam Carter, look out!
Speaking of points,
all 10 starters back on the court. Dean Danger as Madsen will send it out. Settle for 3. Settle. Mbang. Mbang, one-handed pass to Settle. Another 3. And it goes. Bez Mbang finds Settle. And Settle is in double digits. It's been a struggle. There's 3. 2-on-2 the other way. Cam Carter is going to create some space, and he'll get a 5. And then a steal for Stevie Mitchell, and they get Dacian Nix. Oh, he saw it, and he took a screen. They'll send it to the top, and Christopher buries the 3. And then there's the lob as they left, and he is able to slam it. And he slams it. 7 to shoot, gets to the rim, puts it in.
Tough play.
Josh Christopher in the lane, nearly lost it, got it back, put it in all the way. Bez Mbang, he will fire the 3. Bez Mbang.
And he missed it too.
Dane Danger Smith will think, and then he will grab and go, and